Concern over a new factory in Jefferson County, West Virginia is stretching across state lines in northern Virginia. Tonight, there was standing room only at a school board meeting. The proposed Rockwool insulation factory would sit just next to an elementary school in Ranson, West Virginia. Parents were there tonight to list their complaints. The company says all of the emissions from the plant have been deemed safe by the EPA. Parents say that's just not good enough.
To put them in this situation is mind-blowing. You put your trust into, the local officials, and you never expect in a million years that you'll have to fight to keep a factory from going in across the street from your child's school.
How could they think doing this across the street from North Jefferson Elementary was a good idea? Whether or not they knew all of the specifics, I don't know how they thought, oh, let's do it. And it's frightening.
Well, tonight, concern about that factory is spreading across state lines, and it's hitting northern Virginia's wine country. Fox 5's Anjali Hemphill is in Loudoun County, where some businesses and a growing tourism and wedding industry worry about the impact it could have on them.
Word about this is still getting around, but one local winery is speaking out for the $1 billion a year tourism industry that could be at stake.
Lovely notes of cocoa and some red fruit, some darker blackberry.
The grapes in this glass of wine come straight from the vines that line the picturesque property of Stone Tower Winery. But winemakers on these 200 acres in Loudoun County are now paying close attention to a looming project in the next state.
I think what's really special that captivates a lot of people about wine, and what captivated our owners and sort of the ultimate vision for this property out here, was to produce a state-driven wine that speaks of a place based off of the climate, the soil. Whenever there's anything that could change what we understand to be the growing conditions of our vineyards up here on the mountain, or any of the vineyards of the growers with whom we work, it's a big concern for us.
Director of Hospitality and Sales Jeremy Zimmerman says they know very little information and have only started to look into the project and its potential impacts, but have heard pollutants from the Rockwool insulation plant in Ranson, West Virginia, could drift as much as 35 miles, and many Loudoun County grape growers like Stone Tower are within that radius. Zimmerman says these vines absorb molecules and nutrients from both above and beneath the soil, and whenever there's any change to the air quality, there's a big risk to the way the grapes grow, behave, and eventually taste.
I think the big concern of ourselves, as well as hopefully other Loudoun grape growers, would really be is that the unknown impact of what the listed pollutants might actually pose for the health of our vines, the quality of our fruit, and then how you would resolve any sort of imbalances that would emerge from those changing conditions.
It's not just wineries. We also spoke to an owner of a local bed and breakfast who says she's also concerned about this hurting her business. They're hoping county and state leaders will start to get more involved.